part two. Just saw this interesting post on Facebook, though, too, where the Chicago Bears have reached out to former player Trace Armstrong about a possible deal where he'd become the front office czar of the Bears and Ryan Day would leave Ohio State to become the head coach of the Chicago Bears. Bold move. I have to admit the Bears are at least trying to be bold. So Ryan Day does have former NFL experience, though, too. He's learned from Chip Kelly. He's learned from Urban Meyer. So at least for the Bears, it'd be a reunion between Justin Fields and Ryan Day. So that's at least an interesting move. I don't know how good that would go over, though. I have to give the Bears credit for at least trying to be bold. But the last time they tried to be bold with a head coaching search, we all saw how well Mark Trestman worked out, though, too. Don't get me wrong, I thought the Trestman move was a great move, but unfortunately, it just didn't seem to work out well. My rule on coaching searches is when you hire someone, look at their background. Where have they been? Who have they learned from, though, too? If they're one guy who's been around one system his entire career, it usually doesn't seem to work, though, too. Now, there are, of course, exceptions to every rule, but look at almost all Bill Belichick's assistants. All of them have failed as coaches, as head coaches. Romeo Crennel, even though he'd been around Bill Parcells, too. Charlie Weis was a major disaster at Notre Dame in Kansas. Okay, take it back. He was somewhat decent at Notre Dame. Josh McDaniels has failed in Denver, though, too, and he flaked on the Indianapolis job. So, the only guy who's really kind of succeeded is Brian Flores. The only thing he's missing in Miami is a quarterback. But unfortunately, so we don't know about that. It's a bold move, I have to admit. I don't know how it would go with Justin Fields and the Bears and Ryan Day as the coach. So who knows? It might just be is what it is.